Hello guys, this is Joshua Hawes here. As you can tell by the time of it, I'm doing my fourth episode 7 of WandaVision. I believe the second to last episode because there is 8. Overall, really good episode. A lot got revealed. The characters learned a lot more. It set up that finale really well. I'm just gonna put that there. So, overall, let's get to this thing. Agnes is the villain. There were a lot of fears of that. Even my friend had a theory that she's behind this, so congratulations. I knew she was suspicious, but the last episode kind of made me feel like maybe like she might not be it, because she seemed to be not be out of the control from when Vision touched her, and Wanda was able to expand the place by herself. So I knew she was sus, and I knew there was something to her, and I watched a YouTuber who thought Quicksilver was sus. So yeah, but overall, really good episode. Agnes is behind this all along. I believe she's her actual name is Agnetha, or Agnetha, I think it was. Who is, I believe, a big comic book villain, which a lot of people had theories about, that she's actually behind this. So yeah, so I think it wasn't necessarily a twist because people saw it coming, and yeah, it was very much much enjoyable. I think Monica Rambeau, because she's gone in the went into the world again, now has powers, and I think, don't quote me on it, I think this is how they're going to bring X-Men and mutants into the MCU, because it makes sense. It's affected the people in that world, so they now have abilities that they wouldn't usually have, which makes them mutants, and I feel like that would make sense within the world, because it wouldn't make sense to have people who have mutants randomly appear that had nothing to do with this, and people being like, screw yeah, mutants. And I'm like, how did the mutants even come into existence? And like, why didn't the X-Men or the mutant heroes, because there probably would be some, it's a superhero universe, why didn't they come and help within the Endgames, like, why didn't they come and help? So doing it this way, I'm just gonna sort out my camera, sorry. So doing this way actually sorts out that problem, saying because they were in this world that has rewritten their cells or whatever, and they're becoming mutants. So I think Monica Rambeau now has superpowers and is now a mutant. So I think that's the way they should introduce mutants, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense for have them show up. It wouldn't make like any sense whatsoever. So I feel like this is a good way to bring mutants in. And it turned out the people she was calling that could help her get in was just a bunch of friends of her mother that worked for SWORD, which is a bit disappointing considering there were theories that it was going to be Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four and all other crazy stuff, and it was just friends of her mother that worked in SWORD. So yeah, this is just another off thing for Fantastic Four. I think the way to introduce it, because we've seen the space thing so many times, that they actually go into the quantum world, because the quantum world's going to have a huge impact on the Marvel movies going forward as well. So if you have them instead go to space and an accident happens, they can go down to the quantum realm, and then that's how they get their ability, because something wrong happens. A bit like how Hank Pym's wife got those powers to like heal of the whatever. So that's a bit off topic, but yeah, I do think that was the only letdown, like considering there were rumours of a Reed Richards who's Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four and all this other stuff, who this could be. It was a bit disappointed to have it just be no one really important to the story. So yeah, it turns out also with Agnetha as the villain, she also created so when she said I didn't do that, and Vision's like, you don't believe in stuff, she didn't actually do that. She just created that her Quicksilver just to sort out the issue of having sorting out the issue of the argument they were having, And I think, I don't know for certain, I don't know, she has superpower, she's basically can do what Wanda can do, and she has more control over this than Wanda does, we learned. I think, I forgot what I was going to say. She has more control of this than, I think she was able to take this Quicksilver from the X-Men movies out of that universe, bring it into this world to have him show up. I think that's what they did. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And I just think that makes a lot of sense. So in the final battle, because I was a bit confused in the trailer because of what they felt like they were building up to. When they said, this is our home, then let's fight one. He was going to defend this idea of just like, but anyway, I think this is a really good episode. It sets the stage for the finale, which I think is going to be absolutely insane. Overall, this episode was a really fantastic episode, and the way they ended, because these episodes are so short, I don't think they should do that with Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think they should have at least 50 to 4 hour long, I think like an hour long episode kind of works better for what that show's going for, but it works well for this because it's just sitcoms, episode after episode, and the way they ended was just, it was acting felt all along kind of thing, and and that's how the show ends. Like, what happens to Wanda? What happens to Vision? Just, I love this idea. I wasn't into it before, but I love this idea. I mean, of having episodes come out week by week. I think it's a brilliant idea, because if you have the traditional episode format, it doesn't get old because you're watching one a week. I know we had two at the start, but they're basically the same thing. And it keeps the conversation on WandaVision for longer. Because, like, if they had it all released all out at once, it would probably only last a week. But if having the episodes like this increases intrigue, it increases that intrigue because you have so many mysteries, you get to discuss theories and rumours. There's just so much to think about. Overall, this is a fantastic episode. My brain is just going crazy. I think I took Quicksilver out of that one because apparently WandaVision is going to be the movie that transitions into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I have a feeling the way this ends, because she took her the Quicksilver from that one to that instead. The Multiverse is going to be in Shadows, which leads to Spider-Man 3, which is when we have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man returns. So there's 3 Spider-Men, and at least that's a rumour. And then we get in 2022, because that's happening in December 2021, and WandaVision can build into the 2022's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Makes all the sense in the world. And Spider-Man, we can help push that along by having other Spider-Man coming on. So my brain is buzzing by the future of Marvel, especially because apparently next week is the finale. The next week after that, I believe we're getting a behind-the-scenes making documentary called Assembled. And I think the week after that, we're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, they really want to give you so much stuff, and I absolutely love it. Because in 2020, we got nothing. Nada. So now I'm very excited to see where this goes forward with, the end of WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Then hopefully we're gonna probably get the movies. Hopefully by May I'm able to go to cinemas, because they have no plans on putting it on Disney Plus. So hopefully by May it's okay and safe enough for me to go to cinemas to watch the film, because I definitely will watch that film. So I'm just excited. I don't think you could tell this. In case you couldn't tell, I am excited. I'm super buzzing over the finale of WandaVision. It's going to be fantastic. Overall, here are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notification on so you never miss a video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.